Hello everyone. YouTubers always do that, right? They always say, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, I'm not gonna do that, but I am gonna fix this situation. Look, so I'm doing this collab with, it's been a minute since I've done a collab, but Kate the Sleepy Teacher put on this collab with a bunch of other teacher YouTubers, and the idea was to talk about what is like a favorite at the end of the year activity that you have. And so I was trying to think of something fun, but I'm not feeling fun at the end of this year. Like it's been a particularly difficult year, and particularly difficult like last few weeks, to the point where I'm just like not feeling silly or fun. But I do have a really great end of the year activity that works either way. So if you are feeling fun and jolly and awesome, you can do this. If you're feeling worn out and slightly depressed and wondering why the hell you got into this, then this is for you also. But you know, real quick, I mean, that's why the channel's called Real Rap With Reynolds. It's like real talk about teaching, and not all teaching is all like rainbows and hippies running through fields of Skittles and stuff all the time. It's like real stuff happens sometimes. Here's my idea. One of the things I love doing at the end of the year is giving kids a paper to reflect on. Sometimes I have a questionnaire that I give to them that is like a sort of a handout. Other times it's just writing in their journal. And I want to know two things. One, what was something that you thought was successful this year? Maybe it was, or something that was like, something that was surprising, something that was great, something that worked out better than you expected or went as well as you expected. And I usually start off with that question because it puts the kids in a headspace of positivity, right? So they're not just going to lament about the year or just be like concerned that like, oh gosh, it's almost here. But they are looking back at something with grateful eyes. Sounds like it could be a song in the 80s or a weird band name. Good evening, we're Grateful Eyes. I guess that was Hungry Eyes or Bright Eyes. There's probably a lot of eye songs out there. Anyway, I digress. So then I'm wondering, what was something that happened this year that you felt like you could have done better? Or if you could go back to the beginning of the year, like what bit of advice would you give your beginning of the year self? And then I don't just leave it at that, but it's what are you going to do next year to get ready to do better? So what you're doing is putting students in a sort of a growth mindset and getting them ready to grow next year. And so this is something that I do as well. This is something that I do every year. I write something down, or I make videos like this, but they're just for myself, keep them on my computer. And it's a way for me to kind of think through what happened this year and then prepare myself to go into next year ready and doing a slightly better job, hopefully, than I did this year. So it's something you can do in class. It's something you can have the kids write down. It's something that you could talk about in class if you wanted to, because sometimes kids sharing help other students think like, oh, I'm not the only one that felt like that. So real quick, what I wanted to do was bring in some students that are not my usual cast of characters, with the exception of Ham, who's been on this channel I don't even know how many times, and have them tell you what it is that they would write about on their end of the year reflection. Because I could read them to you, but I just felt like it would be cooler to have the students on here and do it themselves. So here we go. All right, Taj.
Yes.
What is something that happened this year that you thought was fun, interesting, cool, magical, successful? What are you thinking about?
Successful? It don't have to be in school, or it has to be in school?
It could be out of school, that's fine.
Well, I did start a business.
What business?
Clothing line.
So what made you want to get into that?
Well, I always been into business. Plus, I look up to my dad. He do business as well. I always look up to him as like business-wise.
Is this something that you work on with him?
I ask him for help, but sometimes I just do it by myself.
All right.
I am stubborn.
What's something that happened this year that if you could go back to the beginning of the year, you would change it in some way? Like you wish it had turned out better or something like that?
My grades.
What would you do differently if you went back to make your grades better?
Stop falling asleep, playing around, ask for more help, because in the beginning of the year I did ask for no help. Ask for more help, put myself in IP to get help, because I know I have disabilities. And yeah, that's what I would do different.
What are you hoping for? So Taj is going to go to a different school next year. What are you hoping for at your new school? Like, what is there an experience there? Is there something that you're excited about, like going into that space?
Communicating with people better, understanding, they understanding me better.
Cool, man. Thanks. think that's focused. I don't know.
focused?
I hope it's focused.
Is it recording?
This is like looking through your glasses sometimes. Like, I can't really see.
What's wrong with my glasses, bro?
Nothing's wrong with your glasses except for the fact that they're smudgy all the time.
Smudgy all the... Okay.
What worked this year?
What worked this year? Well...
Or what are you happy about? Successful? Like, what was this? Banana, we're recording. Do you want to be on next? All right, step out for a minute.
You look so sad, like a strange...
He doesn't know what to do when you leave.
A
Banana, go
strange
outside. You're going to just...
I'll see you through the window.
So this year, not only did I just do wrestling, right? But I also tried lacrosse.
That requires running.
Something that I don't do a lot of.
Good for you.
So, right, yeah. So, look, we were running, right? We had to do gassers. When I tell you, like, we were on, like, the 10th one, I'm in the middle of the field. Everybody else is back, forth. I had to stop, put my hands on my knees, and almost die in the middle of the field. Then I got back up, you know, and we kept running. And I did really good, you know, pretty good on defense. And wrestling, of course, I'm always good at that. Best wrestler here right now.
I don't think that's true. I think Kenyatta is better than you are, isn't he?
Wait, hold up. Kenyatta watch your videos?
Probably. He's been in them.
Probably. He's been in
Are you
them.
afraid? See, you're afraid to say anything about it because you know
he-
that kid wrestles bears in his spare time.
Wait, he's been in them, but does he watch them?
I think he hunts with his bare hands. That
He
kid.
might. He's the one guy that's like you go hunting with, and he's slitting deer's throats.
With his fingernails.
Yes.
What didn't work this year? What do you wish you had done differently? Anything?
Well, I wish that the first 2 trimesters, right? Cause I told you this before. I had a 54 in Latin. Then the second trimester, I had a 55. Like bad. Ham was on some stuff right there.
Your mom must be so proud.
She is proud because now I have a 110, and I'm passing for the year with like a 74, and I'm proud of myself.
All right.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
How would you do it differently next year? So you're going to be a senior next year.
I will be a senior next year. This might be the last video with Ham in it.
You have a whole year left.
Yeah. But you know, Ham is an entity. You don't know when you get to see him again.
Is there anything you're looking forward to next year, like after your success or failure from this year?
You know that period of time after you graduate where you don't know what to do with your life, so you're just inside your mom's basement?
Yeah, that was called my 20s.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Chilling in the basement, like, did you find a job yet? No, I'm still looking with Cheetos in my mouth.
All right, so you're going to be the guy on the couch from Half Baked.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
Did he just move?
Do you even know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that movie?
Let's assume that I did.
All right, let's not.
Yeah.
All right, Ham, thank you.
All right. Oh yeah, Ham's
Next.
back.
So this is a lot more people. We got Twin, Maurice, and this kid. And what went well this year? What was good? What was successful? What was awesome?
I guess, you know, winning the lacrosse championship for first time in the school, that was pretty tough.
This is your first year playing lacrosse too, or not?
That's my 3rd year.
Oh, all right. That's how it shows how informed I am. And you guys won the city championship.
Yeah.
And then, what about you? What went well this year?
Just say I maintained my grades this year. Yep. Usually I start off bad, and then it gets good at the end, but I kept it all semi-good.
Made a lot of connections to like I went to a lot of events this year.
Like what? What was
Like,
one that
in
was
school,
memorable?
It was like kind of like a science exhibit kind of thing where you just like meet different people.
Cool.
It was just cool just to get to like, meet new people, because that's what really helped me in the end.
What didn't go so well this year? What do you wish you had done differently?
Grades.
Grades? I feel like that's your answer every year.
I just slack on grades a lot. Like,
What could
too
you do
much.
better next year to make sure that doesn't happen? I mean, you're going to be a senior next year.
I gotta stop with procrastination. I procrastinate a lot.
And
Like, too much.
too much.
All right.
We all do that.
What about you, Twin?
I'll probably say the same thing, grades, but I'd also say food this year was bad. Lunch.
One?
Yep,
Lunch is terrible.
Lunch, yeah, they gave us 6 chicken nuggets.
When I was in
Maybe
jail, we had
less.
better lunch than we have here.
in
So
jail?
for
went to
3
jail,
hours,
huh?
yeah, it was as long as 3 hours. And my mom picked me up, and it was terrifying. She was more terrifying than being locked up.
You got the ride home, and then you get,
Oh, yo,
you
that-
get
the
home.
ride home.
She punched me in front of the cop.
They be silent too. Like the
cops
ride home,
watch
they be
you.
silent as soon
Yeah.
as you get in the house.
Even the cop, when my mom walked in, he was like, "Oh no."
He's like, oh.
What could have went better for you this year? You slept a lot in Latin class, though.
Yeah, I did sleep a lot because I played the game too much. I was playing the game too much.
Which
around,
particular game?
Like, dang, I don't.
Come on, it's not like the whole internet.
Fortnite, you know.
That's
World
what everybody's playing. The whole world plays
Like,
Fortnite.
don't you say it. Oh.
played a lot of games with these guys too. Might have played a little too much towards the middle of the year. Then I realized that. Then I stopped.
Too much towards the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything you're looking forward to next year?
Being a senior.
Yeah. Winning the chip again.
I'm looking forward to graduating and being able to go to colleges and all that. Cause here it's cool here, but I like it better out there.
Cool. Good answers. We can go back to Latin Club now, nerds.
Latin Club. Wow. Latin Club. Yes, you are.
What are you doing? I'm in the middle of a video, Cephas.
Trying to sneak in for a little cameo.
There is no sneak. You don't have any sneaking in.
Screw it, we're just going
And as we're finishing this video,
action slide.
that was the least amount of sliding. You really thought you were an anime character there for a
No,
minute.
I thought it was gonna be Action Jackson. I remember I had metal on my foot, so it didn't work out.
Nope. Wolverine had metal in his foot and it worked out.
He had metal throughout his whole body. Plus, played by Hugh Jackman, a freaking buff Australian dude. I'm fat from Philadelphia. We not built the same.
I'm just skinny from New Jersey. So.
And also, he was in freaking The Greatest Showman. Which is great.
God damn it! You're an
That was a
idiot.
great show. It was a great movie.
How's your day?
Good. Took the last bit of my finals, and I feel confident in my finals. Watch, I fail one of them. Had to take this grade again. It's like cut back to this. I feel confident in this, but I do feel confident in my finals, and I felt shaky. I did feel shaky leading up to my math final, but I'm taking oh crap, haha, get it done.
Did you really make that laugh when you did it?
In my head,
You
yes.
probably did.
In my head.
So I'm doing a real quick video on end of the year reflections. Is there anything that you wish, if you went back, what would you have done differently since the beginning of the year?
Well, chalk certain assignments that I should have done, because some assignments were just chalk. I was man, I'm a C. I'm
All right.
No, look, I'll keep it stack 50. I take my headphones serious.
Well, stack 50, eh? All right.
Stack 50. A lot of seniors felt as soon as everybody got accepted to college, we felt
Oh,
a
the whole
false sense.
crew's here.
We felt
Oh, big guy little car is showing up now. Go ahead. You were keeping it a stack 50.
yeah. So pretty much right. The whole look at this diversity. It's a triangle.
Like a nice gradient,
Yeah.
black to white.
With a little bit of Chinese in there.
It's the gradient, dude.
You're not even from China, are you?
My bloodline is from China.
Oh, I thought you were Vietnamese. My bad.
My
Thank you.
parents were from Vietnam.
It's the most confusing crap ever.
I was confused too.
You're just
Exactly.
making things up. All right. Anyway,
So once I got a lot of seniors, don't gotta put your hand in
this is turning into a much longer video than I thought it was going to be. Go ahead.
So once a lot of seniors got accepted to college, a lot of people thought, man, I'm done. I don't gotta do none of this crap. And then Tunsil said, yeah, we will send your final transcripts to your college. It was what?
Yeah. So it's you weren't 100%
It
in.
got dark. It
Real
got
dark.
It got pitch black. It was wait, what? We still gotta try?
What?
Oh,
What was something that was great though this year that happened also?
something was great. First thing, bigger little car. That's great.
Big Guy Little Car was a great addition this year.
What was great? I would say the feeling of getting accepted to college. I can't speak right now. I'm too adrenaline pumping. That's a feeling that I can never forget because I cried. I cried a bit. I was hey yo, what the hell? I got into college? What? It was something I was huh? Me?
One day I'll go to college and I'll probably cry also. I've literally been stuck in 9th grade for 30 years now, so I'm not even a teacher. They just gave me a job. Kent, what was something surprisingly great about your year, or just that went well this year?
I got into college.
That's
I got into a
whack
really
kid.
good college.
Where are you going?
Tufts.
All right. I heard they're tough there. That was tough.
Uh-huh.
All right, gang.
Wait, what was more about your year, Reynolds?
Yeah,
What was good about
You're
my year?
freaking interviewing us.
Yeah, yeah.
Where are they? That's you right now, Batman.
I think I got to go back to Gary Vee. That was a really big deal for a lot of
Oh, yeah,
students.
Gary Vee
was
was
a-
nice.
That was dope.
Yeah, he called me an insult. It was pretty great.
Yeah. I tried some new stuff in class that went well. I was saying how this year was actually really difficult. So I lost my grandmother earlier in the year, and then fights with my son's school and stuff like that. And then, but I am hopeful for next year. But there were general class went well. I had some good jokes this year and stuff like that. But yeah, not
He's
not
a
my
dad.
best year.
How good can the jokes be?
Exactly.
I think it'd be awesome. All right. Anyway,
the other-
gang, you're gonna go from here down below in the description box. You'll find links to all the other videos and stuff like that. And hey, if you're not following us on Instagram for Big Guy Lil Car, you know,
Oh,
I'm
also,
winding down.
update. Got a tattoo.
You did, so do I. Our tattoos are like, look, they like,
What?
they go off. We're like twins.
Except, you know.
How many tattoos do you have?
None.
0.
Poser. Nerd.
I know.
Peer pressure. Peer
No.
pressure.
Once you go to
Peer pressure.
Tufts, maybe they'll get a tough. No, never mind.
It's the
All right,
salty.
that's
salty
it, everybody.
Tough Orion.
Peace.